What's up with everybody this morning? I hope you're having a good day. I know you're having a good day. And you know why I know you're having a good day? Because you're the one that's going to make it. You're the one that's going to make it. Anyhow, yesterday, as I said, I'm sitting down at the meeting. Actually, it was, well, I better just say it was a Democratic meeting where we had all the candidates that are running for positions here in Houston. And actually, we had both Democratic candidates and progressive candidates and Republican candidates come across. And it's interesting that
you are not allowed to help shape
the
that.
folks there in this particular little community all wanted the same
It is
thing.
more than just
They all
showing up on
wanted
election
the same
day
thing.
and
They
being,
came over
you know,
and
sheep
they said that they wanted to
GOTV,
participate.
how some candidates
They
like
wanted to
treat
do
our
what was
communities,
right for the
but
community,
rather, we want to
etc.
show up
And we all listened.
for the
We
issues
all
that
listened
matter
to
for
what
us on election day, and then we
everybody
need those
had to
who we
say.
get elected
And people are going to make
for
their minds up
us
as far as
every other
who to
day.
support,
elected them.
etc.,
Exactly.
etc.,
In fact,
etc.
no, I
But
would say
altogether,
we need them to
it was
show up on our
it was
issues
a
during
good
the
thing.
campaign.
It was a good
Actually,
thing.
you know, you're
Anyhow,
right
folks,
about
like I
that,
said
because
before I go
too
any
often
further,
they come, they
we
think
are
they
in
have to
fund
vote,
drive
they leave,
mode,
and they
and we
never
want to
back.
ask you to
Or they're
support the program.
afraid
How can
Yeah.
you support the
about the issues
program?
that are
Give us a
keeping
call at
our families up at night.
713-526-5738
If you're too scared
and
to
hit
talk about
extension
racism, you're too scared to
number
talk about
1.
sexism, you're too scared to talk about the systemic
713-526-5738.
injustice that
Hit
happens in this
extension
country
number
that maybe
1.
you
We
are too
have some
scared
great
to govern,
features
or
or
you
some
shouldn't
great
get
values
elected.
for,
And that is the
well,
issue.
you know,
They always say,
in effect, we're
let's get
asking
through
you
this
to
election.
donate, and we
Yes.
want to give you a
Yes.
token
We're
of
coming
our
to- we're coming
appreciation.
to help
So
you,
what are
but
these
we
tokens
need
of
to make,
appreciation?
we're always
First of all,
appeasing a
you can join
particular
us with
sect.
a
Exactly.
simple
Appeasing a particular
$40
sect
contribution if you
at
become
your
a
expense
voting member
for
of
something that never
KPFT. What
ultimately
does that
comes
mean?
through.
You select
Exactly.
all the
So
pieces
what
of
is your group
KPFT
doing
that exist.
to
Secondly,
let
you
folks
can
know
go
that they're
ahead
already
and get the
empowered to do
Politics
what they
Done
need?
Right t-shirt.
So
And
first and
how do you
foremost,
get the
let me
Politics
share with
Done
your
Right
audience
t-shirt?
that
You
there
get
are
the
different
Politics
types
Done
of
Right t-shirt
organizations.
by simply
Actually
going
present
online,
here at
kpft.org,
networks. You
hitting
have
that button,
organizations that are
hitting that
perhaps,
donate button,
service
and select that as
organizations.
one
They
of your options.
provide a service to
Alternatively,
members of the
you can call
community. You have other organizations that perhaps
713-526-5738,
are
hit
advocacy organizations. They
extension number
advocate
1,
on
and
behalf
guess
of a
what, folks?
community.
Right.
You're
What we
there.
do
And
is we
you
build
know what,
power with people.
Howard,
I
are
don't
you?
need
Are
to-
I know you're trying to keep all
You don't
these
need a
tin
strong
cans
leader.
and
You
strings
need the
together,
information
but you know what?
to be able
I
to
want to know.
engage. So first and foremost,
How did you get
let's
put this
be
all
clear.
together so that
We
we
have a
could
system,
expand our
representative
reach, not
government.
just sitting
That
down in the
means
studio, but being here in
that when
person
we
at a
turn out and
coffee shop?
participate,
Well, I've got
people
laptops
get
going
elected,
on
and
here.
when we
I've
don't,
got
they don't.
the
Exactly,
T-Mobile
right.
box,
First and
which is
foremost.
the 5G
Second,
box.
Yeah.
This
there's
thing's a little
power
miracle. You were
beyond
testing the
election
speed on
day.
it.
Right.
I couldn't
It's
There
believe
are
amazing.
city council
I
meetings,
couldn't
county
believe how
meetings. There are
fast
people who are
this
deciding
T-Mobile.
right now
we're not an advertising for T-Mobile, but
trillions
since
of
we're
dollars
making it work,
that are
we
getting
probably should
poured
say, "Hey,
across our
T-Mobile, we're
country
telling
around
people that you can do
IRA.
this kind of
Yes.
stuff out here."
Yeah,
And
it's
showing up
amazing.
in
That's
city
what we did
council
with
meetings, county
watermelon
meetings,
dance too.
state
Yeah.
legislative meetings.
And it
That's how
it
we're going
works
to be able
like
to
a
win
champ.
those resources
Anyway, folks,
into our
so there
community.
is good
show up.
reason
We
to,
have to show
you know,
up.
to show
Howard
up.
gives
But
me back
in
the
order to
mic.
show
You know,
up
it's like
well,
I
we
want
need
the
the
guy to keep
information.
talking
So
and conversing,
our
and he
base-building,
gives me back
power-building
the mic.
organizations
You know,
across the
what
country.
can I
This is
say?
New Georgia Project.
Right.
This,
You hear what he said? He said,
the
"I've got to do
first
stuff behind the scenes. I got to make sure the
I
tin
know,
cans
right.
continue to work."
Or
Anyway,
Lucha,
folks, so
who has
again,
been
how
building
can
the
you support us?
political power of
713-526-5738.
communities of
Hit
color
extension
in
number
Arizona
1.
for
Hey,
sometime
there is
every day
coffee
making
with
greater traction.
Egberto.
Or
Coffee with
Detroit
Egberto,
Action,
$250. You go online, go to kpft.org, hit that button, go online, and you can
So
have coffee
those
with me.
organizations
And
are
well, you know,
available to
what
us.
you're really
Right.
doing is you're
Are a
contributing to
center in which we
KPFT. But you
can
know, we're kind of just
engage
putting
and build
in
our
Panama what we
power
would
so that
call
we have
we're putting
governing
on a
power in
ganga.
America.
A ganga.
I like
I
that.
told my daughter
First
about
of all, I
doing a
love your
ganga
energy.
yesterday, and
And
my
if
daughter
and
said,
if you can throw that
"Dad,
energy
what is
out there to
ganga?"
la gente,
And I'm like, "Look,
Cuando vamos?
ganga
Vamos a hablar
means
con la
that
gente,
you're
tú
getting
sabes,
some
vamos a
sort
hacer
of
eso.
a
Let me tell
deal.
you something.
That's what it
Here's the
means.
deal.
You're getting some sort
What
of
about
a
Minnesota?
deal.
Were you guys
You know, folks. So
participants in
anyhow,
Minnesota as well?
713-526-5738.
Yeah.
Show
Take
that
action
you
Minnesota.
that
Were
you
they
support us.
because
I don't
Minnesota
have the
got a
donation
one
tracker
vote
on
away
right
from,
now. I probably
not
should
ha-
try
not
to
being
get that
a
up and
what's
running
called a state, and they
because
got
I want
so
to see
much
who I need to thank
400
for
400
supporting
years
us.
of,
So, but
It's
while
incredible.
we're
It is
doing
the
that,
power
I want
of
to
when
ask you.
our
I'm just bringing it up right now.
Yes.
We
Our,
do need
honestly, our
your
communities
support.
have been participating
713
Right.
from the beginning,
526
even despite all the hurt.
5738
Right, right.
But it is when
713
we act in
526
unison. It is when we
5738. I'm also
organize
bringing
that
up the chat,
magical things
which I'm
happen.
a little bit
Here's the other thing
behind
I would
on
say
because
to your
we
folks. Why
started out, of
this
course, with
moment
being here with a
matters in
few
particular.
little,
Right.
When
a
we
few
look
little
at the history of
difficulties,
this
but
nation
we
Right.
have most
and
of those
moments in
resolved
which Black and brown
right
people
now.
have
So I
gained
think we are
governing power,
okay
let's
for
say
the
right
time
after
being.
the Civil War
713
Yeah.
and
526
Reconstruction,
5738.
when you have
Yeah.
Today's
2,000
topic
black
is
men,
supposed to
once
be
black men are given the
the
vote,
topic that
over
I don't
2,000 black
particularly
men
like to
get
spend a whole
elected
lot of
into
time on.
office.
Not only
But given the
federal,
indictment
state,
that
yes,
occurred
yes.
in Georgia
Yeah.
last night, I think we need to cover
What
it.
do we get?
And
Public education.
Right.
I watched several
We get
channels
investments in
before
our
I went to bed
communities.
last night.
We get
I watched
bargaining
MSNBC,
power for
I watched
farmers
CNN,
or for the
and I also watched
formerly enslaved.
Fox
Yeah.
News.
And what?
And the
how
reason I
is
did that
governing
is I
power
wanted to
met?
see
It is met
perspective.
by
I wanted to see
resistance, by a
how the
clapback that
different
takes shape
segments within
in three key ways.
society, if you will,
Violence,
was
Right.
going to respond
systemic
to what occurred.
disenfranchisement,
Yes.
And I've got to tell you,
Yeah.
and
it shows that we
Supreme
are.
Court
You would think
that
you had
rules
3 channels and you'll get
And
3
the
different
people.
versions. We had 3 channels that I
Yes.
looked at. We
Because
got
we
2
know that the
versions.
Supreme
We got
Court
the
is the
Fox
only
News
part of
version,
right here.
and then we
Yes.
got the
That isn't a
reality-based
democracy.
So you know what I'm
version.
about to say,
And it was
right?
amazing
Finish
to
it.
me
Well,
what
let's
occurred
take a moment and
on
consider
Fox.
where we're at right
Yeah.
now.
The false equivalences
have
that people tried to
State
create
sanction violence.
was
Right.
astounding. But what was more
We
astounding
have
is the
a
disregard
Supreme Court
that
that
Fox
has been
News
taken
has
over
for the
Yes.
intelligence
and that is
of its
actively
viewers.
complicit
Because
in
here is a
systematically
person
disenfranchising
being
Yes.
being
black
indicted
black and brown people
for doing
and our political power.
for
And you
actually
see it
doing
over and
something
over
that
and over
affected
again.
the
It's
election.
not just
Here is a person that was a
Reconstruction
part of
and
our
now. Think
government, the
about what
person
happened
who should be
after the Civil
leading
Rights
our
Movement.
government.
The same
And this
thing.
person,
when
in the
when our
process,
communities
I find it amazing that they,
lift up their voice,
as it turns out,
act in unison,
that they
and
try
work
to
on
make a
behalf of
comparison
our
with Hillary
collective
Clinton,
interests. And this isn't
with
about black, brown,
Hunter
white.
Biden,
But you know, what is funny
etc.
is the following.
I want to go
When-
ahead. I
when
see there
things
is
go right
a
for
contributor that
BIPOCs,
came in
It goes
at
right for everybody.
5:52 a.m.
Yes,
Champ
that's right.
Robbins, thank you so kindly for your kind contributions to KPFT. Thank you so kindly. We need quite a bit more. 713-526-5738. Hit extension number 1. But anyway, so as I'm watching these channels, right, I'm like, how is America informed?
Are also the
How
margin
do
of
we
victory.
actually inform
You know,
America as
if-
far
imagine
as
that, right?
what is occurring
So-
in
so
reality
The thing
in our
about it is,
society?
that is what has to
And
be
it turns
taught.
out
because
not
those folks that
very
are on the margin
well.
and
It
I hate
turns
to say,
out
but specifically
not
like
very
folks
well.
in Appalachia that continues to vote against your
I
interests.
was
and
very
for
disappointed
those folks that are BIPOC
that
as well,
in as much as
that
we
allow
know who
themselves to be
Fox News
coerced,
is,
not into voting wrong,
they
but simply
would
not voting at all or not making
so
the effort
disregard
to vote.
their
That is
audience
what has to be
that
Part
they
of
would
what
make
is-
them
what-
believe
At least my
that this was
perspective is
prosecutorial
that our
misconduct.
communities, there's so much,
Prosecutorial
daily
misconduct,
existence,
even
where you are trying to keep
as
body
we
and
all
soul
know
together, where you
better.
are trying to
And as
uplift
they
your,
should know
raise your
better
family
themselves.
Right.
without a safety net, without the
As they should know
resources
better
that we all
themselves.
know
Right.
we need to thrive. As we
So
said, those
it is
building
important
blocks
that
Right.
of power.
we see
Then,
things
of course,
way
you don't have
they
the
really,
space
really
to
are.
actually
So,
to
continuing-
critically analyze the information that's
What do we
coming
do
in
about this?
for.
How do we
And
solve
to
this
add
type
to
of a
that,
problem?
We have, you started
Only-
to say we need
only
to, we
we
need that
can
information,
do
we
it.
need to teach that information.
we
It
can
is
do it.
exactly the reason
And you know,
why there is
Howard
this
has a
wholesale
tendency. Whenever
rejection
I pass the baton
of
to Howard,
critical
he
race
has
theory,
one standard phrase that he always
of,
uses, and he says,
you know,
"Go
have
out
to
there
don't say gay.
and vote."
Yes.
These things,
And
they
people
are,
take
they-
that as
it is
being
a
cliche.
banned
People take that as
books.
It is
being,
a
well,
two-pronged
you know,
approach.
And you know,
we need
if
to
you've
vote,
learned
but
false
you know,
history all your life,
what
Cristóbal
can we as
Colón
individuals
era una
really do?
persona, Christopher Columbus
Yes.
was
What we've
a
actually
great
shown here,
guy,
folks, is that
and
voting
AJ,
really matters.
Christopher
We
Columbus was a
changed the
great guy,
complete
and the fact of the
trajectory
matter
of this
is,
country
wait,
with our vote.
anybody who said,
It wasn't
well,
the
let's
majority
put
that did it.
into some perspective.
It was
We're
not the
even
majority
saying, we're
that
not
did
even
it,
telling the fool
but our
to
vote
bring you down
changed the
completely.
trajectory
Let's
of
just
this
tell the
country
story.
Yeah,
And
throughout
you decide.
the entire
honest. Let's be honest
world.
about Thomas
as
Jefferson.
a
Right.
naturalized
George
citizen
Washington.
Yes.
who
Our
came
founding
from
fathers.
another
Tell the
place.
story. Exactly.
who revered the
struggled
United States,
with
who
the
understood that
cognitive dissonance
with all its flaws,
of
it was
pushing for freedom
the power
and owning human
governing
beings,
the
Exactly.
world.
and they chose to
Really?
strike a deal
Exactly.
to build a republic on
I
the
still
backs
show
of
that I'm
black
transmitting.
people. That happens.
I mean, and that somebody
Yeah.
doesn't want that to be taught.
But
You know, I mean,
what we'll do
learn
is
that we had our
we'll go ahead
deficiencies, and we lived and went
and see
past
what
them.
we can
Yeah.
do.
It's
How
not
long
that
did we lose the
difficult.
That's
signal?
right.
And you know, but the problem is this:
Okay,
the truth
let me-
makes people when they don't have the
Okay,
truth, they can
let me go ahead
feel
and see if there's anything.
superior.
Yes.
But if you know the truth, you realize, guess what?
I know-
We're
I think I know
all
what I can
just
do.
damn human beings.
That's right. That's right.
all we are.
That's
human
right.
beings, flawed as we come.
That is
Let's
right.
see.
And we are speaking of being human beings. It behooves human beings
Right.
for us to figure this out in this moment, because we are not going to have a livable planet.
Exactly.
We are not
Can you
going
get
to
the signal
have an
now?
actual
Can
democracy.
you get it
We
now?
are not going to
Anything now?
survive
Anything now?
what is
Anything now?
coming
Right.
to human beings on this planet right now,
Anything?
because the threat
You get it?
of food insecurity, water
Yeah.
insecurity,
Can you get it?
unlivable planet will result in violence.
It is amazing how many fail to see it.
Yes.
All right,
Amazing.
folks, sorry
It's
for a
the
little bit
school
of
system
technical
figured out.
difficulties there. Configuration shams is what we had. Anyway, I don't know where was the last time that we had that minor configuration setup problem. So here's where we're going to stand. Yesterday, we had the indictment that came down near midnight. That indictment came down from Fani Willis. And the question is, what does it really mean for us in general? In general, in the immediacy, it doesn't mean much. However, going forward, it means a lot. It means a lot for several reasons. One, if we, for some reason, for some unforeseen reason, elect Trump in 2024, I don't see it happening, but it could. If for some reason we elected Trump, the one set of indictments that cannot go away, the one set that cannot go away is the one from, where again? From Georgia. And the reason why is Georgia is a state indictment. Remember that. Georgia is a state indictment, and you cannot, for a state, the federal government has no jurisdiction to overturn an indictment, a procedure that is occurring in state courts. It has no jurisdictions whatsoever. So that is the difference that we're talking about. The difference that we're talking about is if Donald Trump were to be elected president in 2024, the case in Florida goes away. The case in D.C. goes away. The case in New York goes away. But you know what doesn't go away? The case in Georgia. And that's what makes Georgia very, very dangerous for Donald Trump. And that's why he will fight that the hardest. And of course, then he'll hope that he can somehow cheat himself into winning the election. Unlikely, but possible if you don't do your job. Anyway, folks, give us a call, 713-526-5738. Again, that number is 713-526-5738, extension number 1. Extension number 1 to provide support to this great station, 713-526-5738. What do you get? What do we have to offer? I tell you what, folks, we have some great offers for you. One, go ahead, if you give a $40 contribution, you become a voting member of KPFT. How do you become a voting member of KPFT? Go ahead, go to kpft.org, give $40, or go ahead and call 713-526-5738, hit the number 1 and that option. Second option, you can go ahead and get the Summer Sizzle t-shirts. Some beautiful t-shirts that we have now. It's a $100 contribution. A $100 contribution, just $100, and you don't have to do it all at once. And you get that beautiful t-shirt. You are a walking billboard for KPFT, and also you know that you've done something to support KPFT, the only real community radio station in this area. Thirdly, you can go ahead and get the Politics Done Right t-shirt. The Politics Done Right t-shirt designed by Robin. And what do you do with that Politics Done Right t-shirt? It has that great logo with the KPFT in it, folks, you can't do any better than that. That's a $100 contribution as well. Alternatively, you can go ahead and get the coffee with Egberto. Coffee with Egberto. And what does coffee with Egberto mean? Coffee with Egberto means that we go ahead and, you know, after you've contributed $250, you know what you can do? You go ahead and set up a date with Robin, and Robin will set a date of your choosing, and we will go and sit down and have ourselves a cup of coffee. We'll sit down and talk. We'll sit down and jam. We'll have a good time. 713-526-5738. Come on, folks, give us a call. 713-526-5738. Extension number 1. I'm going to put a little somebody on the spot right now. Are we all good on the phone?
We are good.
We're good.
We are good. In fact,
Wait, let me get this working right so that we can have our beauty star here on KPFT. Talk to me.
hello, Egberto. Hello.